Whoa. Whoa. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian, and in today's video we're going to be talking about whether or not the American Express green card revamp will be worth it. Now I know I made a video on this in the past based off the rumors and the speculation, and now that the card is officially released, we can now make some official statements on whether or not this card may or may not be worth it for you. Now before I get started with this video, I'm just going to tease. I think this card is trash. This card is literally made out of trash. It's made out of like 70% recycled plastic. And I know a lot of people out there might disagree with me saying, oh man, this card is actually going to be so beneficial for me. The 3x on this and then the welcome bonus is so good. All right, guys, listen up. We're going to be breaking down the facts and I'm going to be sharing with you guys my opinions on exactly why I don't think this card is worth it. Now, before we get started with this video, I'm going to ask you guys to drop a like on this video for that clever joke I made. Like, the green card is trash. It's made out of trash. I'm such a... It's like... Okay, I think the best way for us to figure out whether this card is going to be worth it or not is to figure out what the benefits are first, and then gauge the ROI on those benefits, and then also talk about some of the good things about this card, because it's not all bad. It really isn't. So at the end of the video, I'll share with you guys exactly what you need to do. I think American Express is really planning out these revamps for their card, and they think doing something like this is going to help them a lot. And I do believe a lot of people are going to fall for these PR movements, just because about this time last year, it was the gold card and they got so much business out of that. I don't think it's going to be the same with the green card. I could be wrong, but they have been putting so much attention with the marketing. Like, I'm on their Instagram page right now, and look at this. Look at that. That's a pretty impressive graphic right there. All right, here we go. Receive up to $100 in statement credits for purchases made directly with Away using your new American Express green card. So I like Away as a company. They're this luggage company. They work with a lot of influencers out there, and I actually just got hit with a random ad where they made a new luggage case where it kind of opens up like this way, and I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. That's something I may consider. But for me personally, I buy my luggage at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or Ross, where you guys can actually find suitcases and luggages that are $200-300 for about 50 bucks. Now, they are giving you a credit for this, but I still don't think it's worth it when I'm able to get luggages like this for extremely cheap. Now, look at this, you guys. This is a Brookstone. It's so sick. It has a lock on here on the top. And it even has a little USB charger to actually charge your phone. You know, skincare stuff, toiletries, zippers, flip-flop pouches. Ah! No. I got a little bigger one too. So this is a little bigger size. This is Timberland. Look how tactical this looks. Tactical is in right now. This is something I got too. I do like Away as a company just because everyone I've talked to regarding their opinions and the quality of it has been pretty positive. But for me, if I can save myself $50, $100, or even $200 if I just go to my TJ Maxx down the street, I might as well do that instead of trying to take a statement credit for something like this. So that's what I would do, and I would just not value this credit for me personally at all. And I feel like anyone can go to a TJ Maxx or a Ross or a Marshalls and take advantage of their luggage deals as well too. Now, scrolling down, I think we should talk about that cashback multiplier, 3x. It's not bad at all. So American Express really wants you to go in their ecosystem. If there's a lot, like too much overlap between all of their cards where the platinum and the gold and the green all canceled each other out and you were stuck to just choosing one card, I feel like that would go against what American Express is trying to do. We have to realize that American Express is competing just like any other card issuer company or bank out there. They're competing with people in the same market, and we all know that one of their biggest competitors is Chase. So a lot of the decisions that we make, people who are using credit cards to travel the world for free, we often gauge what we're going to do based off that Chase 524 rule. And even just thinking about that from an outside perspective, every time we think about getting a new American Express card, one of the first questions we ask ourselves is this going to affect the Chase 524 rule? And then if we take another step farther back, we realize, well, that means we're valuing Chase's cards a lot more than American Express's cards because we don't want to be limited to apply for more of Chase's cards. Do you guys feel me? Even though I personally like American Express better than Chase, I always realize that Chase kind of has that upper hand. I don't know exactly how which company does better in terms of revenue or numbers, but just based on that 524 rule that all of us always talk about, we realize that Chase is actually, you know, they have a little of a chain on American Express. Now, for the people inside of our Facebook group, one of the main questions is this going to affect my 524 rule? I don't know. And this is the question that you need to ask yourself. Have you got enough cards with Chase? Are you 424 right now? Or maybe you're 124 and this won't affect that 524 rule. And even if you do get this card, are you going to get a positive value? At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Now, I do have to give them props on one thing, and that's actually going to be making the travel category a lot better than it normally is. So if we use the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Reserve or even the American Express Platinum card, usually the travel category that you get back is pretty limited. You're not going to find yourself getting like 3-4x back or even 5x back on tolls and bridges and buses and the metro. So say you're someone who lives in New York and you're someone who takes a bunch of transit. Maybe this is going to be worth it for you because you're not going to be getting 1x back that time, and now you can actually get 3x back on your purchases. Now there's two more benefits I want to talk about pretty quickly. This is the $100 clear credit. I really don't think this is worth it. This actually frankly reminds me of a scene from Black Mirror. I don't know, you guys. I'm not very comfortable about giving like my freaking eyeball identity and my fingerprints to another third-party company, regardless just how established they are and how protected they are with security. Even on top of that, you guys, you need to realize that $100 clear credit isn't even going to give you the full benefit. It actually costs you $179 to get the full clear membership. And in my opinion, American Express could have just given you guys the whole credit. They're literally they're giving us like 60% of it. It doesn't make any sense to me. So even with that credit, I think it looks good on a PR standpoint where they can advertise and market this card even more. Maybe they can make a commercial like, yeah, you get this whole $100 clear credit. But in reality, who's actually going to use this? Who's really going to benefit from this greatly? And if we put this on a monetary standpoint, what is this really worth? Because if you're not going to really use this membership, that $100 isn't worth anything. Now, another thing that they added was the $100 Lounge Buddy credit. And I really don't find myself ever probably going to be using this because I have Priority Pass and I get Centurion Lounge access with my American Express Platinum card. And if you guys have like another card like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you also get lounge access. And there's plenty of other cards out there that do offer you lounge access, and you can actually bring in guests for free. This is a $100 credit to Lounge Buddy. Is this even worth it? So, you know, I've been watching other videos. Sebi made a great video on this too. Will Schroeder, you know, I'll be watching yours. I hope I said your last name right too. And a lot of people are saying the same thing. This Lounge Buddy credit may not be worth it depending on the type of value that you normally get from lounges and how much you guys actually value these lounges. So if you're someone that likes to get hammered, you go out to these lounges and you completely empty them out with the drinks that they have, and you value drinks at a high price, then maybe Lounge Buddy will be worth it for you. But for someone like me who doesn't drink too much, and if I go out, I don't really value it that much, I just don't think I would find myself getting any use from it, then obviously it's not going to be a beneficial credit. And at the end of the day, if I'm paying a higher annual fee on this card of $150, I want to make sure I get a higher return on investment for what I'm getting. So I think the most important thing about this card though is that welcome bonus. If there was no welcome bonus associated with this card, I would not be getting it. I was actually really excited in the beginning because rumors were they were going to add a gas category for this card. And you know, I'm always filling up the truck. Gas is something I spend quite often personally. So I thought that would be a benefit for this. And when I realized that it wasn't, I just realized maybe this card isn't going to be worth it for me. Now, those are pretty much the benefits of this newer card. In my opinion, if you guys do choose to get it, there's a couple things you guys need to do. Credit Shifu also made a great video on how you guys can actually get that 45,000 points welcome bonus offer. And all you guys have to do to get that is to go through incognito. In my opinion, if I do get this card, I would just hold it for 1 year. A lot of people are saying that, hey, maybe the green card would be a good downgrade path if you have a card like the platinum card. But even with a card like that, American Express actually has a rule where if you downgrade a card to get a newer card that you didn't actually apply for, you're not going to be eligible for that welcome bonus. And because of that rule, it's not really going to be worth downgrading if you've never had that card before. But yeah, guys, that really is my opinion on this card. If you guys do get it, maybe for 1 year, it's going to be worth it. And then you just cancel it after that. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you guys think this card is worth it? Is this card going to compare to the Chase Sapphire Preferred? Does American Express see themselves leveling up in terms of competition with Chase, or is this all just in our heads? Now, one last thing, you guys, if you are interested at all in any of the cards, if you guys are interested in applying for any travel reward cards or some of my favorite credit cards that I personally use, make sure you guys check out the links down below in the description. That really does support the channel. But in the meantime, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.